Hey everybody, we're out here in the garden and it's been a couple days since I've done a video. I've been dealing with a lot of rain, so there's not a whole lot that we can do. So, just kind of keeping an eye on things, making sure everything's growing strong, and so far it definitely is. And we got our guard dogs over here, ready to battle anybody. So I came home today and there's 2 rabbits sitting in the middle of the yard, so apparently they're not too scared of the dogs. And I know they've been getting in the raspberry patch here too. So I'm sure we're not going to find them. They're always out like back behind the garage and all that stuff in the alley. So got to figure out a way to keep those guys out of here. Maybe put some mesh fence or some mesh like chicken wire or something. Like over there you can see that we've got some small holes. I'm sure those little bastards are sneaking through there. So we're going to do everything we can to get everything sealed up. But I wanted to show you guys what we got going on here. So as you can see, the raspberries are finally starting to fruit. Let's see if we can get one of these guys off of here. Came right off. So these are our Ann golden raspberries. Taste awesome. A lot sweeter. It almost tastes like a Swedish fish. Those versus like just regular raspberries. And then I think that this one up here is ready, so let's try it out. So when you're harvesting raspberries, if it doesn't come off easy like that, and then you notice that unlike blackberries that are gonna, I think that thing's called the crom or something like that. So blackberries, that's gonna come off with the berry, and you eat it. With raspberries, as you can see, it's hollow. You're not gonna eat it. So the red ones are called Boyne, and that's definitely a little bit more bitter, but still really good. So I don't know, I'm really surprised just seeing how many fruit clusters we've got. Even coming down here, it looks like these guys grew underneath of our wire. So here's our wire. Let's see what we're missing here. Okay, yeah, so actually that should be able to fit up to the top. So I need to get some stuff. We've got some clips at A.M. Leonard that we can just clip the canes to these to the wires. So I'm gonna have to do that. A lot of stuff was just kind of leaning up against it, and it was working out just fine. But definitely gonna work a lot better if we clip them in there. So basically just keeping everything growing. We've got some bugs that are starting to attack here, so it's just kind of the issues we have to deal with. I'm sorry, I'm sweating my ass off out here. So nice and humid. It's probably about like 85 or something like that. Definitely feels like it's 80s with about 100% humidity. So yeah, at least 80 or 85. But raspberries are growing great. Let's go check on the blackberries, because I know that those were definitely stepping their game up. But they're kind of small, so I don't know if I'm, obviously this is something I'm going to have to trellis up as well, clean out some of these extra tomatoes we've got growing. Really it's just kind of taming the beast right now. So I don't know if we'll have enough to supply these to our customers. But, if we do, definitely be a great value-added benefit, because it's not something that we advertised. Look what we have here. Those are Japanese beetles mating. I don't know if I can put that on YouTube and Facebook, but yep. I thought maybe it was coming out of a shell, but so yeah, that's another problem that we've got going on here. So Japanese beetles are making their way out. Basically, to control those, we're going to use probably like 7 dust. It's an organic control, and I believe that you can use it on fruits and vegetables. So that's the big key. Like, a lot of those insecticides are systemic, so you have to be really careful, because essentially if it's systemic, it could kind of poison you as well. So it's definitely something to keep in mind. If you're growing, and man, this is just going to get like crazy overgrown. So I don't know. I said this year I wasn't going to pack as much stuff in, but as you can see, I can't help myself. So Let me see what this looks like from this angle. So yeah, you can see everything here. Besides, got a little strawberry patch back here. Again, haven't really been able to get out too much just due to the rain. And then, so then we got tomatoes down this line. And then within those pouches, we've also got like spinach, Swiss chard, huge turnips. And then we've got all our peppers down the middle. We did have strawberries, bare root strawberries we planted over here, but that ended up getting taken over by, I think this stuff is called purslane, and basically it's a weed, but it's a superfood, you know, quote unquote superfood. So we might try to throw some of that in a stir fry or something. Apparently you can eat it. So, you know, if it's good, I might even throw it in the CSA just as like a test. But then you got, you know, tomatoes down here, you got the raspberries up there. And then, you know, really we just have kind of packed everything in. So, but awesome to see the growth on the raspberries, the fruiting. So really just now everything kind of comes down to keeping the bugs out and, you know, just continually diversifying, making sure we're staying on schedule. And then coming back down here, we've got a little bit more diversity growing. Obviously we got more peppers. Got arugula here, and this has just been impossible to keep bug free, as you can see there. This is one thing I've been surprised about, though, is there it is, the purple basil. So that's ready. You know, we can start clipping that, and then it's going to start growing. You know, a lot more like bush-like. You know, probably even more like how this oregano, or actually a better one would be like this mint. So right here, this is peppermint, and you know, once you clip it, like right here, you're gonna have 2 shoots growing out of it. Smells good. A little spicy. So, yeah, that's pretty strong. I think I'll probably have to dry that, or, you know, maybe try to extract some oils out of that, just because, like, you know, this is just a freaking weed, so it's growing like crazy. It's been, you know, grew through the winter, so I'm sure that's probably why it's got some tough taste and texture and all that stuff. So, you know, that's really the update right now. So, you know, what I'm gonna do today, you know, kind of check the radar and probably get some neem oil out here. You know, check to see if I've got anything for Japanese beetles. If not, it's not a huge deal. You know, I think I'll be able to put like some insect netting or, you know, something like that over the raspberry patch. So that was kind of the other portion of this project. You know, as you can see, we've got the bamboo poles all the way down. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'll give a nice little steady support, and then, you know, we can just drape that insect netting over it, maybe weight down the edges, and you know, kind of go from there. So as you can see, some of our tomato plants needs restaked. So I'm just going to go through, do some basic maintenance. That includes like pruning up tomatoes, staking them. It's a continual process, which, you know, I love it. So I'm going to go through and do that, and then, you know, probably go through and start to harvest some stuff. We've got lettuce and spinach and Swiss chard that's still going. You know, oregano, cilantro, basil. So everything's really popping. You know, hopefully turnip. So for everyone who's in our CSA, which is our veggie box program, you'll be getting turnips this week. We'll be pulling some of these onions out for green onions. I'm not going to make any promises on the raspberries because I don't think that I'll have enough to, you know, supply everybody. So if I can't do that, I'm not going to supply them at all. But, you know, just kind of keeping the basics going right now, and you know, diversifying as we can. You know, so I guess the new things that are added this week are really going to be basil and, you know, and turnips, because our first week subscribers didn't get it. So you know, just kind of diversifying. So you know, but just wanted to give you guys an update. It's been a little while. Rain's kind of holding us back, but we're still growing strong, and, you know, trying to keep everything going. You know, I feel a lot better about the program. I think, you know, initially I was really kind of worried. It's something I've obviously never done before, And you know, my expectations are, you know, to provide like $1 million service, you know, whether people are paying me $1 or 15 or whatever it is. So you know, I just don't want to let people down. And you know, that's the thing about gardening though too, is it's an investment. You know, people understand the nature of the beast. We've got bugs attacking shit, we've got rabbits attacking shit, and I don't know what they're eating. I've seen some over here, so it almost looks like maybe some onions, or you know, hopefully they're just trying to they're eating the weeds and just helping me out. I'm gonna keep an open mind with those little guys. I mean, they're cute, but you know, if they're destroying stuff in my garden, then it's not so cute. So stay tuned. You know, we might have a little pet out here that we'll catch. But you know, as always, I appreciate it. If you guys have any questions about gardening or anything I can do to help you or bring you more value, please let me know. And you know, I'll be happy to create a video or blog or any kind of content that that might help you out with your gardening journey. So thanks for watching. As always, I appreciate it.